What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Framework Fortune YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over the whole strategy and how to put it all together so you can make a profit while you're day trading. So the first thing we got to do in the morning is we got to find the stocks that we're going to trade. And we do this in pre-market. The market opens up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So in pre-market at 9 a.m. Eastern, we need to start putting our watch list together. So to put this watch list together, you have to know the 4 criteria that we use for day trading. Those 4 criteria are price range of 50 cents to $10, low float, preferably 20 million or under, high or unusual amounts of volume, and a good reason to trade it. So we only have 3 of those criteria in the scanner because there's not really a way that I'm aware of a way to search with news as well. So we have the price range here, the float here, which is the amount of shares, and then the volume. So we'd simply hit scan in the morning and we'd get a whole list of stocks. And it's usually at that early in the morning, there's usually not a huge list. It's usually like 8 to 10 stocks. This is recorded after hours of the market, so you can see there's quite a bit. It's a big list, but in the morning it would be a very short list. So this morning I would take and drag over all of the stocks on this list, and then I would go through them, go back to my charts, and I'd go through them one at a time. Let this load. Okay, so MLNT, go down. There wouldn't be this many press releases on this early in the morning. There'd only be 1 or 2. So this morning we look, okay, and we look for something good. So MLNT had FDA acceptance. Anytime a pharmaceutical company gets acceptance or approval, then that's usually a really good thing. So we know we want to watch it. Look right here, see if it matches the rest of our criteria. Okay, so it's around 10 million in float. It's in between the price range, and it's got the high volume. So we know we definitely want to watch that play. So we go through this list, look at other ones. So ESTR. There's no press release on this. I mean, it was paused. It was in a halt this morning, but there was no reason behind it, so we wouldn't want to trade it. So we take it off our list. All right, FSRX. Take a look at it. So first commercial agreement, exclusive marketing rights, signing of a commercial agreement. So that could be a pretty good thing. I'd probably want to read into this press release a little bit more, but we do know agreements or exclusive, certain keywords like that in these press releases can be very positive, make traders excited and want to trade that stock. So it is a little higher on the float, but it's still under 40 million. So it still has potential, so we'd want to keep it on watch. Now I did have some high volume, but if you look around here on the chart, there wasn't a ton of volume on it. So but we still want to keep it on the list. Now MYSE. They reported on global integration with a leading global company. They say it's underway. So I mean, that's okay. It's not anything amazing like, oh wow, like FDA acceptance or approval, or they're working with Amazon. It doesn't say who they're working with. So keep it on watch. AKTX. So they demonstrate positive, so it has the word positive in the press release. Early safety in phase 1 and 2 clinical studies. So that's not bad, but it's phase 1 and 2, so it's pretty early on in the drug testing phase. Anything could go wrong, so it's not that great. Like, people aren't going to get that excited to trade it off of that press release. And there will be a press release video diving more into what we're looking for, but still keep it on watch just because it has positive in the title here, so it does meet the criteria. So CPHS. They received positive feedback. So it does have positive in there, but once again, it's just feedback. It's not results or approval or anything like that. So it's okay, but it's not great. So now we've narrowed this list down to 5 stocks. The lowest float stock on this list is MLNT, so we know it'll be the one that can move the fastest. And then we have these other guys. And MLNT had the best press release out of all these. They had FDA acceptance. So we want to watch it more close than the rest of these. So that's what we would do. And we just switch back and forth. So we go to MLNT. Whoops, let's see. So in the morning, we'd be way back here in this little area. So I can make it look more like where we'd be at. Yeah, so we see it open up, 5 minutes into the market. It's been riding up the VWAP, starts crashing below the VWAP, which is expected. So we're like, okay, let's just look around. And we look around, come back and see this. So we're like, okay, we might get a U shape. Next thing we're looking for is shapes and where the volume is going to go. So we look on FSRX at this time. Alright, so we see it goes under. But it's crashed pretty hard. At this time, we know it's not going to U-shape anytime soon. So we go through the other ones. We don't really see nothing. Some of them are lacking volume. The press releases are not anything amazing, so people aren't getting that excited about it. But we know this one has a really good press release. So we snap back to it. And we're right here at this point. Right before this point, like right around here. So we've got that crash below the VWAP. And we're starting to get this U shape. So we get right here. We see it's about to break. Right here at this candle at this bottom, it's about to be back above the VWAP. So that means it's bullish. We want to look for an entry here. And I got in at 402, I think. Nothing else was going on. These stocks were all crashing and not really doing much. So where's all the volume going to go? So right here, when it starts coming up and making this U shape for the break of the VWAP, we start looking at the level 2 and the time in sales to see if we're starting to get a lot of buying volume. So here at the break of the VWAP, as you can see, there's this buying volume right in here. There wasn't much volume. It's this blue bars is the volume behind the candlesticks. And on this one right here, we got volume up to about right here. So I started seeing the buying volume. A lot of buyers coming in here on level 2. A lot of buys coming in on the time and sales. And we're breaking that VWAP. So I jump in here. Now at this point, you don't know for sure if it's going to make this move, but you do know it is breaking the VWAP with a lot of buy-in volume, so it is bullish. So we hold, and we have a little bit of a pullback right here, but we're still above the VWAP, so there's no need to sell. We don't want to sell unless we break below the VWAP, because once it breaks below the VWAP, we want to get out because it's going bearish. So it holds above the VWAP, so I'll hold. And then that buy-in volume really starts coming in, and we get this big push on this candle here. And I've sold probably somewhere around in this area. Or actually, I think I let it go all the way up here, and then I sold about right here. Because I saw it was coming back down. I was like, well, this is a nice profit from here to here. $480, you can see it there. So I got out there. So you see it's perfect U shape. Crash below the VWAP, come around, break above the VWAP, lots of buying volume, strong break of the VWAP, and we get these nice moves. And it's as simple as that. And we only need to make this one trade. I mean, you can make $480, you can make even more. But it's very simple strategy. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You just gotta use the 4 criteria to get your list of stocks to watch. And then watch those stocks till you get this pattern, this U shape or a triangle under this VWAP coming back up to the break of the VWAP. And your entry's right here at the break, a strong break of the VWAP with lots of buying volume coming in. And you get these moves. Very easy, simple strategy. There's no reason to make things difficult and have all these EMAs in here on this chart, on the 1 minute chart, and playing all this. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Keep it simple. Just use the VWAP. This works simple. You can see right here, this works very simple. Now, every once in a while, the list might not be as great as you want it to be. So I do keep this top 10% gainers. I go to watch list. Put top 10% gainers NASDAQ here. And I'll check it back and forth to see if there's any stocks on there I might be missing. And you can always go to your scan and hit scan again to see if there's anything you're missing. But we don't have to pay big money for a monthly subscription for some super crazy scanners or anything like that. We just use Thinkorswim. This is all we need. This is all we're looking for is a simple pattern here. And this simple pattern happens day after day after day. So as long as the market's hot, the market's bullish, this pattern will happen and we'll get these big moves. Now if there's things like Fed meetings or Trump comes out and says something that's really bad for the market, you can have some off days where it's really slow and you don't have a lot of buying volume. So you got to make sure the volume's here. Now, we knew the volume was here because this stock came from all the way down here to up close to $5 in pre-market. So the volume was here. And we just wait for that pattern to form. And we get this big move. And then you kind of got it again after it crashed back down. You got a little bit of a U shape under the VWAP again for a break. And then you had this slow move for the rest of the day because after 11 a.m. Eastern, traders go to lunch and volume dies off. So you can see there's not as much volume. Like back here, the volume bars are thick. And then here it's just kind of sporadic. But you still have that break of the VWAP and then a slow move all the way up to 727. So that's it. That's how you put the strategy together. Make sure you watch all the videos. The top 4 criteria, the support and resistance, when to buy and sell, the press release video, and the level 2 time and sell video. and then also the video of how to set up your Thinkorswim platform. If you take all that in this video and put it together, and you start practicing paper trading with this strategy, you will get the hang of it, and this will become easy. It'll become second nature to you, and you can do this day after day after day and make nice profits. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell to get updates on more videos. I'll constantly be doing live streams of day trading videos, side hustles, real estate investing, how to fix your credit, everything you need to build a framework for your financial freedom. That's what I'm here for, guys. Till next time.